Got my new hat going today, fellas.
Still got the sticker.
Everybody feeling good after last night's fight?
Let's knock somebody out, jump over a fence, and kill somebody.
Yeah, it wasn't even like a knockout, right? It was just like a choke. Like, not even a choke. It was just a neck wrench. I don't know. Maybe McGregor's head's as big as mine, so it's easier to hook up to. Looks like it hurt, though. And Khabib, is super strong, so God knows what that felt like. He was doing some pretty cool stuff, though.
Wrestlers prevail again.
As always, just took him down, tied up his legs, couldn't go anywhere with it. I was like, good Lord. Conor actually surprised me in the first takedown attempt where he's kind of scooting to the side, trying to crotch lift. I was like, okay. But there's no way somebody wrestling all their life is going to lose that position to somebody who just barely started learning the position.
No.
So, I don't know. As much as I don't like the fisticuffs afterward, I still like this trash talk. I think it's great.
But what do you expect? They promoted the fisticuffs whole based on the whole New York City thing, and then now they're upset that it happened again. They've never had more press for free, the UFC, until this morning. They've never had that much press. It's on everybody's feed, everybody's Facebook, everybody's Instagram, CNN. It's on everything.
Yeah, it's everywhere. Now, people definitely tune in to see if it's going to happen again. By the way, shout out to my homeboy Oso Negro, who hooked me up with this hat, and it glows in the dark. You can't see it because we got light, but it glows in the dark, which my big ass head don't need more attention. But yeah, I was pretty happy about that hat.
Everybody needs a glow in the dark hat.
Yeah. So like when I get lost in the woods in Pasadena, on my way to Orange County. So speaking of trash talk though, what about your buddy Jace Luchow, Jeff Estrada's kid? That didn't turn out so well, did it? I mean,
I watched the match. It was he did better than I thought he was going to do. He was in the match. I mean, he's strong. He's bigger. He's definitely bigger and stronger than that guy.
Yeah.
And I think that he has an amazing head and arm, and they, wrestled away from that the whole time. And,
yeah.
I mean, 3 California kids representing even who's number 1 is awesome. And then, little Figueroa pulled out the victory. Close one.
Yeah, just got to be up by 1 at the end, right?
Abbas scrambled to his back, but, it was a heck of a scramble that first round. That was an awesome scramble.
How do you feel about him being ranked number 1 in the country? You think that was kind of...
Well, he was 3, I think.
He was 3? Well, he was 1 for a while, though, wasn't he, though?
I think he was 1 for a minute. But he had won some big tournaments, I mean, he's no slouch. I mean, he got 3rd, lost first round at Fargo and came back and won like 10, 11 in a row, something like that.
Ooh, that's dirty.
He's winning, tournaments, placing 2nd in Ironman. Like he's getting to the big stage a lot. So, he got to wrestle. He got to wrestle it off.
It's got to be hard. I mean, being your dad, being a 3-time runner-up, and then your uncle absolutely owning the 125 division, which arguably I don't think anybody else. If you compare the 125s, there's nobody that comes close to Steven. That guy was amazing to watch in real life. It was like, wow. Until he run into Batirov. Batirov was a bad boy, but at the Olympics. But either way, like I was saying, though, it's got to be hard to be that name and still kind of go through it. But did you see the Kilty versus Blades match?
How about that, man? Blades came out guns of fire and freshman against a girl who, beat Gracie last year, who's number 1.
Yeah.
Now there was a weight disparity last year. It seems like the Figueroas always get the short end of the weigh-in stick.
Yeah. No, actually,
I mean the guy that Macy was bigger than her last year for sure.
Yeah.
It was like kind of a catch weight, and then Richard wrestled the catch weight the kid didn't make weight on. That kid was way bigger.
That's kind of crappy.
Yeah, but he gamed it up and said, heck yeah, I'll wrestle, which is very respectable,
Yeah, I mean, and
there was nothing to lose either.
Yeah.
It wasn't a real,
I don't know. I just, that makes me, puts a bad taste in my mouth when somebody misses weight, especially if it's by a significant amount.
Well, I don't know how much he missed by, but he also played a football game Friday night, so he ain't wrestling full time right now. So
right now, who knows? Who knows how good his football team is though? They could be 8-man at football. You don't know.
yeah,
No, but he's not big, right?
yeah,
How much is he
113
playing?
pounds. Yeah,
How much is he
114
playing?
pounds.
Take it from a little guy, dude. You ain't playing that much when you're that size, unless your team is not that great. So you'd have to be a superstar. Yeah, I don't know, just diving into people's legs, I think. But yeah, the Kilty Blaze match I thought was good. You think Bowman got a little bit overlooked on that one?
I think Bowman got overlooked. I think Amit got overlooked. I mean, I know that they wanted to have another girls match, but it didn't transpire because I don't think they tried very hard. But
they do a lot of homework because I think I would have rather have seen Cheyenne versus Kilty.
Oh yeah, that would have been good.
I think that would have been an amazing match. Cheyenne's always game too. She just win or lose, she'll chin up real quick, and get in there. So she doesn't lose very often. There's a couple ways I think they could have went around it. I think we should talk about it for your tournament, Josh, because I think there's some super matches to be made for sure.
Yeah, definitely. We got a couple in the works. Hopefully we'll get it going.
A round robin invitational, I think it'd be pretty cool. Everybody needs to watch out for that at Esperanza. And what weekend is that in January?
18th and 19th, I believe.
18th and 19th of January. Little something special. I think you guys could start teasing out there right now.
Yeah.
So that'd be good.
Out of state hammers coming, in state hammers coming. Couple.
Who have we talked to so far for that? I know there was some people that were kind of game, but they were kind of light.
What's that girl's name? Zepeda?
Zepeda from Oregon, the hammer.
We've talked to Zepeda. We've talked to Zepeda. We've talked to Fournier, who was a finalist, and out of Texas. We've talked to it's out of Colorado. She's actually an Estrada girl. Well, not really, but she wrestled under Daughters of Zion, which is the girls' version of Sons of Thunder. Condit, Caden Condit. Yeah, we'll talk to them. A couple other people, a couple of California girls.
So if you could right now, if you could have like a premier, rotation or even just a matchup, who would you think?
Depending on how much Zepeda weighed, I'd love to see Bowman Zepeda.
Well, yeah, because one won at 22s and one won at 26s. I would think that would be pretty close.
But I think Zepeda wrestles boys only during high school, and she cuts a lot to get down to littler boys. I don't know.
Postseason.
Maybe even Mario has some New York girls that want to come out and scrap a little bit. That are in that.
Macaluso, is that what you're thinking?
Macaluso, yeah, I'm thinking Macaluso.
You know some people who know some people, so I'm pretty sure you can pull away some people. Yeah, what I'd like to see is Ramirez's girl, who was putting some work in on the number one girl at heavyweight. Did that number one girl graduate, Ramirez?
Which one? From Birmingham?
No. Your other girl.
CIF?
Yeah.
She actually moved down weight.
Did she?
Yeah, she moved down weight. I don't know. I haven't heard anything of her or from her, so I don't even know if she was a senior or not.
Yeah, that Texas girl, your girl was putting it on and then lost at Fargo. Was up by what, 6?
Yeah, both girls had 6 points. One had 6-0 and one had 6-5.
Yeah. It wouldn't be hard to get the para match with your girl because you guys literally are a block away. You could probably yell out the window and ask if she wants to wrestle. And then,
Well, we're going to Freak Show. We're going to Freak Show, so who knows? That's close.
And San Fernando is going to be at our tournament. Maybe you guys will be there too. That could be a good little finals match.
Yeah, let's wrap it up. Got to get some belts in line, I think, Josh. I think that's what you need. And then
my wife wants to do something with diamonds, not belts, but
that would be dope. I gotta talk to maybe Kirsten Bush Because who's in her weight? Carmougian?
Yeah, Charlotte, Fournier, Condit is up in. She's a little lighter. Who else? You got a couple Selma girls. You got the Selma girls are in that. The sisters.
There's too bad there's no way to do it where like you round robin the semis.
I know. Like who's number one?
Yeah, exactly. Like wrestle to the tournament, get to the semis, and then round robin the semis.
Which I was kind of disappointed that who's number one. My daughter and I were talking about as we were watching it. That Abbott didn't get to wrestle again, the other guy, but then I came up with, well, it's called who's number one, not who's number three.
Yeah.
Right? So at that point, it didn't matter. You didn't make it to the final, so you didn't get to wrestle it.
Yeah. Got to win to stay in it. So, but that's an awesome event. I mean, you can't sleep on that event at all, and it's just the way it's done, I think, is cool. I would like to see more girls represented for sure. But
hopefully we can get Northview too. I gotta reach out again and see if they can put it on their schedule. They don't like to wrestle locally very much, though. We'll see.
No, I don't think that. They think they just have a game plan, and I think later in the year, I think they kind of close down shop for a little bit, or hit some of the smaller tournaments and just fine tune. So, but yeah, I mean that would be good. I mean, it'd be interesting to see who they have coming in. I don't know who's returning this year. That's going to be their super hammer, but they always have somebody.
Yeah, they got a tough lineup of girls. I mean, they're never without. That's for dang sure.
Yeah, I mean, you can get Richie.
Oh, hey, you got Richie. She's going to be coming.
Richie, yeah.
Hold on, you got Richie, and you got Jimmy's girl, incoming freshman, or not? I keep saying incoming. She's a freshman.
She's a freshman, yeah.
And then maybe Mario can get Soto to come out, and we might just have like.
Ooh, it's a tussle right there. Oh,
we might have a tussle.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I'll be on the side with my country time, just on my rocking chair. Oh Lord, look at this now. I'm a fit. So
what else is going on? Did you guys have a tournament this weekend?
We did. We had the final qualifier for the draft duels. So we're doing a Taking Down Cancer, just a cancer awareness thing. Mm-hmm. So we charge the kids $20 for 3 tournaments. And then on the 9th, we have a fantasy draft. And the coaches who host the tournaments, which were the three events and then the last event. So it'll be Bowers, Byers from Santa Ana, Cerritos / Los Al, because Cerritos pulled my permit last second again. So we're never doing an event there again. And then knock on wood, I shouldn't say that. And then Bowers has the last one. So it's childhood leukemia, which we gave the Birmingham one to Mike Kim from Kennedy. Then we have Cerritos has breast cancer, and then Byers has lymphoma, and Byers has lymphoma, and then Bowers has lupus because I believe his mother passed away from lupus. So we try to do it. If you had any Kennedy has one of the girls on the team on his team, her niece I think or something like that has childhood leukemia. So we put her name on the singlet for her. And then for Bowers, we put his mom's name on the ribbon kind of for her. And then we have a really close family friend that has breast cancer, is battling breast cancer. And so we put her on the breast cancer singlet. So we posted them up. And so the coach, what's that?
I saw them. They look good.
Yeah, thanks. So we're going to wrestle round robin, 4-team, takedown dual tournament. And they'll all be drafted. We've done this a couple times. So in the past, we've kind of, the tournaments have been bigger and stuff like that. So we've been able to outfit the kids with like a shirt, short, and singlets. This year is a little bit smaller, so we're just going to go with singlets this year. But it was good though. Yesterday though, we had some hammers. Just a girl from San Diego that came in and won 105. 110. She took out Perkins. Amber Perkins, middle schooler, came in, and then Devin Gomez wrestled that girl from San Diego also in the finals. Then we had the Martinez sisters came out, which was great to see them. Hadn't seen them. Little sister BK came out and wrestled. yeah, she looked. They all looked really good. Actually, Grant had them all firing on all cylinders. They were
Nice.
Mr. Shot, stuff like that. They looked really good on their feet. I think they're going to the World Challenge next week, so they actually won't be at our draft thing. Then Kidu and Jerez in the finals at 23s, which was fun. 30s was, dang, I'm drawing a blank right now. I think it was Vanessa Ramos from Montclair. 37s, drawing a blank right now. 43s was Sammy Snow and Niall Jernigan. Kind of ended kind of bad in a weird kind of like head and arm, but a real weird landing. So, but it was a good match.
Like bad, like somebody got hurt?
Yeah, like this, she landed on her shoulder really weird and got it kind of stretched out.
But not her head?
No, not her head. She's
That's
fine.
Good.
Yeah. So, and then, but Golden Valley brought some of their big girls out. The big girls, dude, they had big brackets up top. It was crazy. Like the heavyweights, the last
crazy.
two tournaments, they've had like anywhere between 8 and 12 girls. So it's like pretty good round robin. And then they brought Asada Lewis out. So I was happy about that because she's a hammer. And then Ramirez's girl, Winostro, was there. And yeah, so it was good. We had some good, the duels are going to be fun for sure. So, and then the way we do it too is we don't allow trades now. We used to allow trades, but then guys were getting too crazy and trading. Like Matt Furr's wife works at a 5-star restaurant, and so he's trading off dinners for wrestlers. And it was like lopsided. I'm like, dude, no more trades. Like him and Jimmy were in like a power war, stuff like that. It was bad. I was like, no, you guys, it's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be like competitive because we do a draft. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. So the teams are pretty balanced all the way through. But yeah, they were trading, and it was just girls are getting their feelings hurt because coaches were trading them and stuff. So like they like had this like enjoyment of like, yeah, I got drafted, and then it was like, oh, you got traded,
and I didn't even get a signing bonus.
Yeah, like nothing to them at all. Just like, hey, you're over there, I don't want you.
But I've been kind of excited that I don't know if people are posting it more or what, but like there's been a lot of tournaments that there's been multiple tournaments that a lot of girls are showing up a good. They're filling brackets. It's been Orange County Wrestling, we had probably 60 girls the last couple consistently. I know up north there was Wild West this weekend, a lot of girls up north. The Central, I don't think they're doing much, but they never have.
Yeah.
For off-season stuff, but.
Yeah, I mean, even for us, the Lawwood tournaments are getting more girls. Mm-hmm. And so even though we'll get like 100 girls or 80 girls or something like that, they'll still have like 100 girls there, Right. And so you have 3 tournaments in Southern California, with anywhere between 60 and 100 girls. It's like, it's pretty good. You see just one tournament with 60 girls.
Right.
So that's good. It's good activity. And I think it's going to increase the baseline of wrestling too, overall.
And if they have good experiences at tournaments, their parents are going to be more likely, which people whine about it all the time. Like, oh my gosh, I'm at a tournament all day long. Well, Crimea River. So was I when I was a kid. We didn't get out until it was dark. And there was many Halloween opens wrestled till after midnight.
Oh, God.
So, I mean, don't cry. Just be glad you're out by 4:30,
Okay, the 2 questions that bug me when you run a tournament. I never thought about it. Yeah. Can you guess one of them?
Am I in the bracket?
No, I don't know. Never mind that because I'm like, okay, did you look? It's very easy, right?
When am I going to wrestle next?
Hang on. Somebody just asked right now, why didn't girls get gear bags at Who's Number One? I didn't know girls didn't get it.
I did notice that Kennedy Blades was wearing Nikes, but Macy was wearing Asics, the same Asics that the boys were wearing, but Kennedy Blades was wearing Nikes. Maybe it's just
choice
preference.
Maybe, I don't know. That's interesting. Forgot what we were saying.
I think they got gear bags. It probably just wasn't published because the boys probably had a locker room and the girls had a separate one, and I don't know.
The girls had a closet somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, forgot.
Here's the bathroom. Go change.
Yeah, exactly. Here's a singlet. Put that on. Or not doublet. Sorry. Yeah. So I don't know. I'll have to. I'm gonna start reaching out to Flo and asking. Why not? See if they answer. I might have to insult Willie to get him to respond.
Willie will block you. He blocks everybody.
He blocks everybody, gets all butthurt. Christian will ignore you at least. Nomad's pretty cool though. So I'll be in Colorado tomorrow, so maybe he'll be there, filming something. I don't know, getting the Nation scoop. But no, the two questions that bug me. Okay, number one, is there a weight allowance at an off-season tournament? Lord, I'm just gonna have to put like +2 on everything now, so they just stop asking me that question. And then, what time is the tournament over? And I get that from girls who have been wrestling forever. And just so you know, Ramirez, your girls ask. I'm like, why? How long have you been wrestling? You're a national All-American.
They got a dinner reservation, man. That's the problem.
Those girls are big girls too, so they're not missing much.
And they know I'm paying usually right after, so they want to make sure they get their meal.
Yeah, for sure. So those two questions, I just want to like, eat my hat. I'm just like, oh, I have to breathe for a minute. Okay.
For me, it's the weight allowance. And am I up next while you're on the computer?
Yeah.
Those are mine.
They see you stressed out, your eyes all red and bloodshot.
And that's not the girls, it's the coaches.
No, the worst is like you're in the bracket room helping out and kids want to come up like, can I see my bracket? No, you can't. We'll call you. Go away. You want to be here all night? Leave us alone.
You complain that you're here all night, but you've been bugging me 20 times today. So yeah. So those are my two peeve questions for sure. I think they could probably do a little more like on the walkouts for who's number one.
Yeah.
I don't know, like promo. They should have like a promo video for each kid. When you're down to that, to those top elite kids, you should have some pretty. And Flo's at all the big tournaments. You should have some pretty sick walkout.
Well, I was disappointed that there wasn't like commentary during the break. Like they were announcing like for the broadcast, but then during the break you couldn't hear what was going on in the crowd and stuff. Like when they were doing they did the interviews with the winner or losers.
Yeah,
the winners, but every other match or something. But you couldn't when they were. It was just like a dead period of silence, and then it started an hour late too. So it was stupid 9-second flow loop that they play over and over and over again.
Did it start an hour later? Did you just not get your time straight?
No. It started an hour late, and the only reason I know is because I watched the replay, and they didn't even have the sense to edit the replay to take that 59 minutes.
So the first match is like an hour.
Yeah, no, literally, it's that commercial for 59 minutes on if you go, because I always get mad that why they don't just plop the whole replay on. So if you miss something, it's like a DVR. You just go in there and hit play, and you can watch the whole thing, not having to go find each individual match.
Yeah.
Which finally they did that, but they didn't edit anything. Like, come on, guys.
You're getting it up quick. That's why, buddy. They're gonna complain either way.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I mean, I saw some of their graphics on Twitter, and I thought, oh, they got a little video of who's coming up next versus. It's only like a 10-second shot. Let's see if you guys could see it there.
Yeah.
Just like their images of who's coming up next, that type of thing. I thought it was a video or something, but no, just that.
Yeah. We do a little bit more.
Flo's busy. Flo's busy. They're doing grappling and football and basketball and swimming and diving and band and cheerleading.
Dude, that's not
they really do.
Rodeo.
They got Flow Rodeo too. Yep. You're just jealous you didn't think of it. I am.
No, now I got something to do tonight after we're done here.
Yeah, because your Flow Pass gets you all the way through all of it.
Flow Access does get you everything.
Oh wait, you cancel yours. God dang it.
Oh damn it.
Yeah, see, got to go to the check cashing place and write out a money order so you can pay Flow.
Yeah, it gets more expensive now too.
Oh gosh, that's the other thing too. I would love to pay my Flow like 5 years in advance, so in case they jack it up, I'm like set. I'd be cool, but they won't let
in case they jack it up, they do every year.
Every year.
I'm like, damn. So I don't know, but season's coming up. It's creeping up. Freak show coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. A couple of my girls are going, but not all of them. I just hard negative, but I might go out there and just watch and network, talk to people. But Yeah, none of the girls are really going to be out there. You guys taking your girls, huh?
Yeah, I'm taking 4.
Okay. Ramirez hooks his girls up, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm taking one.
Taking
And
the team from last year.
Yeah, I'm taking our whole varsity team this year.
Is she gonna be training in those high heels she was wearing last night?
Yeah. They came off right after pictures, thankfully.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Weak ankles.
Yeah. There's always that time of the year too. Like as a coach, you're like, God, you forgot you're with girls. They got to take the whole day off to get ready.
Yeah.
You know. But we had girls that ran out. Like Kidu showed up, wrestled her butt off, and then went out and drove all the way back to San Diego and still made it to homecoming. I was like, perfect. But we got out of there like crazy. Like we got out of there.
Yeah, you called me at like 12:30 and you were already driving home.
I was already home an hour away. I was already home. So we hammered it out. Dude, I got to say thank you to a lot of people, honestly. Number one, Babalu, former UFC fighter, Pride fighter. Cerritos pulled our venue. I was scrambling everywhere, dude. I drove to Ontario. I was driving everywhere to districts trying to find a spot. And Babalu popped up and was like, hey, like you guys can use my gym. But he had poles every like 12 feet and coaches weren't really, and they were padded, but coaches weren't really happy about that. I understand. But super, dude, they jumped up right away. Brian Jernigan, Jennifer Gonzalez, there's so many people. Salapaga's family. Dude, they jumped in, got the trucks ready. Don Lugo jumped in, tried to help out. David Ostendi at La Mirada. Dude, everybody. There's so many people. I can't even thank enough people. They really did jump up. So I think sometimes we forget like how close the wrestling family is, but until you like run to something like that, you post it out and then people jump up. So that was super, super big of them for sure. But coming into this year, guys, what do you think? Like how long before you usually typically start seeing girls at weight?
Early mid-January usually.
Yeah.
Right after Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somewhere between Christmas and that 2-pound allowance.
Yeah, I think that 2-pound allowance usually we start seeing them at weight more.
Yeah, I think 2-pound allowance means they really only have to cut 3 pounds now instead of 5.
Yeah.
Correct.
So they get to the next weight class down for most of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was talking to parents about that the other day, and then their kids are in middle school. I'm like, dude, stop thinking about your kids' weight, high school weight. Like, let them grow. Like, let them grow, learn to wrestle still. Let them like learn their body. I'm not really big on kids cutting weight, but if they're gonna do it, we usually don't. We usually only get 2 tournaments before we're at weight. For most of my girls, especially the new girls, they don't usually cut. I mean, and that's the thing too. At what year do you start cutting your girls? Like, do you start having them cut weight?
Depends on what school you go to.
Oklahoma State, it's like at birth. But yeah, I mean, are you guys?
I mean, at what age? I think you really start cutting weight when you start getting serious about it.
Exactly.
It has to be their idea, boys and girls. It really has to be their idea to want to do it, to make it kind of worthwhile. But I'm in the kind of boat that I don't think cutting weight is always the best thing. I think in order you're missing a lot of practice time, and you're worried about your weight and not getting better, and it multiplies over the months and stuff of you're not getting as good as you should be getting or could be getting, say.
Yeah, like that's the conversation I have with people. It's like, look, if you're not in a position where cutting weight would make it possible for you to make it to state or make it possible for you to place at state, you really shouldn't be thinking about that. You should be thinking more about just getting better all year. If it's not something where, okay, I'm going to place at state, why are we thinking about this? Like you need to be focusing more on just getting better, getting yourself better. Like if you can qualify per state at one weight, your natural weight, you should be pretty darn close to it. And if you just focus on getting better, you can definitely be there.
Okay.
So that's kind of
it's nothing that I ever bring up. We have a board up there, with all the weight classes for the boys and the girls, but we never talk about really cutting weight at all. It's all about technique. Let's get better at that. And then later on, they make the conscious choice themselves to say, and then I say, no, that's too much weight. Let's go slower. Or, I give them advice that way, but I don't tell them, hey, at the beginning of the season, for city and state and masters, you need to be at this weight. It's not one of those things that I practice. I don't have time for that.
Yeah.
And there's definitely a difference between cutting weight and getting fit, because there's plenty of kids that they're eating hot Cheetos or Takis every day, multiple bags. And if they cut those out in soda, they're going to lose 10% or more of their body weight over a couple months anyway.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I know a lot of girls and boys. It seems like girls, they're the ones that I know of, they pull a lot of weight, like too much, like 18 pounds, something, that's a lot.
Well, you got to remember like what time of the month too they're doing that, because a week before, they're real heavy, but they're retaining.
And a lot of people lie about it. Like they want to make it sound like I'm cutting so much weight, feel sorry for me, blah, blah, blah. I always tell all the wrestlers, like,
if I wrestle
about cutting weight. Yeah, you don't talk about cutting weight.
A lot of weight, Back in the day, I used to like those shirts with all the wrestling excuses on it. So, I cut too much weight. The ref worked at the other guy's school. Like all just a bunch of different ones. So, you ever have one of those coaching moments though? Like, have you had one recently where like you're working with a kid you just started working with, or they're just a new wrestler, and they do something, and you're like, yes, they got it. Like I had one of those moments this weekend. I was like, it's awesome. So it's pretty happy. We had this girl who transferred in, and she, came in and didn't know a whole lot. She's still real green, and you just see her coming along. And then this weekend, she was so new, she was still worried about shooting, and you wrestle for me, you're gonna know how to shoot, that's for sure. And so she shoots and comes up with a single leg, and I'm like, okay, let's see where she goes with this, and does a real good job. She pulls the chain and then immediately transitions to the double on the far side. I was like, oh, good job. Like, if she could have lost that match, I would have just been happy either way. You just see her getting in there. I was like, oh, that's awesome. Nice. Good job. That was good.
Yeah, when they wrestle and they're actually doing stuff and they don't even know what they're doing, but it's actual wrestling.
Yeah.
That's where it comes in when you talk about them, letting them know that, hey, wrestling is more of an instinct than it is how they call a skill set that you learn, like throwing a curveball or something, It's just an instinct, and they just do it naturally, and you're like, that's it right there. And then you tell them, you just did this, and they're like, yeah? All excited. But there was a name to what they did,
Yeah. So, I had that moment this weekend. When was your last time, Josh?
I think just when I don't have a specific moment in time, but just when they get it, they come off the mat saying, oh, I am good at that. Like I can do that. And like, the confidence, they just start breeding the confidence, because it just carries infinitely, on the skill set. Like, yeah, I drilled that move 1,000 times and it's finally working. Like it's muscle memory. I'm not thinking how to do it, like Gene's saying, it's just happening.
I misread a question earlier. The one about who's number one wasn't about who's number one. I got the whole thing up here now. Why did girls high school division champs get a bag from Wrestling Mart at the OCWA tournament at Esperanza? David is asking.
Why didn't they?
It says, why didn't girls high school division champs get a bag from Wrestling Mart at the OCWA tournament at Esperanza?
We didn't give away bags.
Also, the boys didn't get them either, huh?
They got socks or something, I think.
Yeah.
But I don't know if girls got socks. I was announcing names. I wasn't giving awards out, so I don't know. I just know that Trey Munoz had like 4 pairs of socks. That's all I know.
So got that question out. Good. But any matchups you think you're going to catch at a Freak Show?
I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I'm hoping to get or see.
Either one.
I'd like to see, depending on what weight she's at now and if she goes, I'd like to see Richie and Little Martinez go at it, because Little Martinez is looking good.
Yeah.
She's such a good chain wrestler right now, and I know they've wrestled a few times before, and Richie's, I think, won every time.
Yeah.
But she's firing on all cylinders every time she wrestled at Esperanza. Yeah. And just watching her, she just puts it together.
Yeah, no, like I said, they look really good. And the thing is, too, is they're super sweethearts because you see them go out there and like, boom, and then they like realize the girl's not that good, and they're like, okay, like they kind of like throttle off a little bit.
Yeah.
So they're just super good kids. But
It's going to be interesting. I think Corona might send a few girls, so he's got his super secret girls. Hopefully, they're going to Freak Show. We can see them wrestle. Get Jimmy out there. I had breakfast with them this morning.
Out there supporting the cause.
Yeah, it was kind of
that's right. Their pancake breakfast thing.
It's a great fundraiser. I'm gonna copy it.
Yeah, it should. That's good.
And but pretty much the way it works is you go to a local restaurant that's not open for breakfast. You sell 300 tickets at $10 a piece or more. But at $10 a piece, you split the price of the ticket with them. They only have kitchen staff. They have like a manager there that opened it up. Kitchen staff does all the cooking. The kids do all the serving. You get there, like, what do you want? Water, coffee, orange juice. They bring it to you. They bring you a plate of food. You don't really get a choice. You get eggs, potatoes, and pancakes and sausage. They bring it to you. It was awesome.
That's great. You know what? It would be cool. I thought about this before. I never really did anything with it, but I could talk to you guys about it. So you guys have seen like coaches, conventions and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I always thought it would be cool if you had a coaches convention. Every coach puts in a question, and every coach answers a question. So, and you could ask anything, whether it be technique, administrative stuff, fundraising, anything, and then coaches can just boom, answer the questions, and everybody just goes, hangs out, has a couple beers, and you know what, everybody just kind of, throws it out there. Because you had I've known some guys, one of them's not coaching anymore, but dude, he was a fundraiser. Like, that guy had a huge team and always took care of his kids, dude. He was so good at fundraising, but then he had like a million different ways of doing it. And he shared it with me, a couple things with me, and I was like, man, that'd be awesome. But even with that, or if I like the way Ramirez's girls are getting to their front headlock, or whatever, it could be a million things, or how to set up a booster club, or something that all coaches we can all kind of learn from, and it's not all just one thing at all. It's just kind of like, boom, this is what we're going over, and we can write the questions up or whatever, and then everybody knows like how we're going to structure it or whatever. But have just kind of a meet and greet while we're getting the questions in order, and then everybody gets together and answers it. I think that would be cool, like a cool way to set it up, because that would have been cool to know about the way Bowers did that fundraiser. I think it helps a lot of people out, and it'll help a lot of people out too on the way to Fargo, getting their stuff ready for Fargo and stuff like that. So that'd be pretty interesting.
I've seen a lot of people doing that Chipotle thing. What is that, like they get like 20%? I don't know what it is exactly, but I'm seeing that a lot more, going out there.
Yeah, I think a lot of the local restaurants will do. I know Chick-fil-A does one for like some sports at Esperanza or something. And then, on this night between 6 p.m. and 10 p.m., mention, Esperanza baseball or wrestling, and we'll give you the money. And, if you could do a couple of those things a year, you don't have to do all the other, little stupid car washes and stuff. I mean, any penny helps. And the way we look at it, the more money we can raise, the more opportunities we can give kids. So.
Well, that too, but also too, schools are starting to shy away from. I know LA City doesn't like car washes at all.
Well, no, because of lawsuits. I mean, people started suing because you scratched my car.
Yeah, different stuff like that, and it's like, dude, you got kids. What do you think? Why are you bringing your Bentley? Come on, Ramirez, don't bring your Bentley over to get mad to get scratched.
No, but it's the people with the hoopties that are complaining.
The Pintos.
You scratched my 20s, yo. That's a spinner.
Those are 17s, man. 17s.
Now it's wobbling. So that would be
no, but that's what happened. There's a lot of stuff that LA City goes away from because of the lawsuits.
Yeah.
So.
Well, dude, that's the reason we had our event pulled from Cerritos. Was that they claimed that something in Torrance happened, and because they're in an insurance policy, a pool insurance policy with that district too, that we couldn't have our event. I was like, we got USA Wrestling, as our insurance. Like, come on now, you're being crazy. No, that's what they cited. So everybody, some people kill it for everybody else, I guess. So,
Yep.
what'd you guys think of those Snyders that are out? I saw they went and got delivered and everything. Have you guys seen them? Anybody wearing them?
I haven't seen anybody wearing them yet. They are pretty cool.
Nah.
Yeah, check in Mario to answer on what he thinks of them, but trying to get to that, But I don't
Yeah,
know.
I've only seen pictures. I haven't seen anything. No. But the side view.
They seem to make Snyder wrestle pretty good, so we'll see.
Yeah, they make me run faster and jump higher. I'm all for that.
Or push the sled with 1,000 pounds.
Oh God, dude, that guy's so damn strong. It's insane. Did you guys see that? Ali Reagan is out, and our girl Jenna Burkett is in.
Yep.
So that's two on the world team on the world level that are out. Joey Cologne's replacing Nashon, unfortunately. Nashon's fast, but I think Cologne's style though is going to be okay. He might surprise some people. So,
yeah, he's going to have some problems. They're going to have problems with his underhooks.
Did you guys see the rankings for girls UWW?
Mm-mm.
Our buddy, SoCal Girl Wrestler. Let's see if I can pull it up quick. Twitter. Let's see if I can pull it up real quick. He had posted it up.
Any California girls on there moving up or down or?
Yeah, well, hang on a second. Where is it at? I'm gonna try to pull it up for everybody. We can see it. We can find his Twitter page. Where's your Twitter at? There we go.
You're probably blocked.
I probably am. Story of my life. But because we got some California girls there.
Hey, did you guys see the little tweet by Helen that was like about the controversy about the article USA Wrestling wrote about Jordan Burroughs having his 8th consecutive world team appearance, but they said that she only had 8 also, but it's really her 9th because they didn't count an Olympic one for her.
So she has more.
Yeah, she has more, but it was like about equality and Wrestle Like a Girl retweeted it, and a couple other people were commenting. I just think, speaking of Twitter.
Oh, okay. So here we go. All right, let me see if I can get this to. Hang on, me. I want to share my computer. Here we go. I'm going to share my screen with you guys. Okay, here we go. Go right here. Boom. Okay, so can you see that?
Right.
Yeah.
So Whitney Connor's ranked 3rd. These are the seeds going into Budapest.
So these are the senior women's
seeds. Top seeds. Yep. Sarah Hildebrandt's ranked 1st.
Awesome.
Here we go. Kayla Miracle ranked 2nd. Paula Molinari 2nd. Stock.
Mensa.
Her last name's Stock, actually. She's married now. And Adeline Gray is 2nd. So that would be pretty good. I mean, if they live up to those seeds, but it's kind of hard to tell because they don't take into account last year's World Championships. Just like
like Helen isn't even seeded, which is absolutely.
She's at a different weight class, son. Isn't she? Than last year?
Yeah, but it isn't. If you're a returning world champ, you should still.
Yep, right? Yeah.
You break the top 4.
Yeah. But that's the thing, though.
She didn't go to any qualifying tournaments.
That's exactly it.
So
I don't really think she's really nervous about it.
No.
Did you see that fireman? I love Alexander.
Yeah.
Good Lord. That fireman was so nice in that second match.
Well, it was 22-0 was a total points separation.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's coming off a concussion. Good Lord. So yeah, that's kind of scary.
I think she's pretty close to full speed anyway, though, right now.
Yeah, no, she looked good for sure. So I think I would rather have lost a match in that arena than with a full packed house. Who's number 1 would not be good.
Well, it was good experience for Callie.
I wonder. Well, Helen. I mean, you've talked to her, Josh, a couple times, right? Because you've around at Rain and stuff like that. for the training lab. She's planning to go through 2020, right? Nothing past that.
It's still up in the air, but I'm sure she's definitely training through 2020.
Yeah, because I'm just thinking like the future. Alex. I think that helps her being at that level. She's only a freshman in college, right? This year is her freshman year, I think.
Yeah, she was in high school 2 years ago. I mean,
yeah. So to be at that level, is great. It just shows how great that Simon Fraser program is. That's another thing that's going to be interesting this year too. Is how are they going to be working the NCAA schools with the NAIA schools, with the WCWA schools? Because some teams aren't going to be at some of the tournaments that are this weekend because they can't, because they're now under their governing body. And my understanding too is something like 20 schools, NCAA schools, have girls wrestling, and they only need 22 to be an emerging sport. Something like that. They're like 2 or 4 off from where they need to be. So that's going to be, I think, something to watch out for this year too, is them adding those last couple of programs and then forcing that emerging sports status. So we'll see how that goes. I'll be talking to Axel Molina this week from Wrestle Like a Girl, so I'll have some insight on that. But anyhow, alrighty, fellas. Well, I got nothing else. I just wanted to make sure we got on right now. Don't forget the draft is on Tuesday. We're gonna try to get that done.
Kind of like the little lull before the storm is coming right now.
Yeah, it's like the season's coming and it's coming fast, man. I don't feel like I got a break at all. I don't know. What about you, Ramirez?
I'm nervous. I got a couple of little fresh new girls, and I got my hammers and my 2 sledgehammers. So we'll see how they do.
Man. How's that gonna feel?
Dude, I don't know, man. I'm thinking
that's gonna be the roughest I think you've ever had. Because I remember that goofball. going to the room.
The next year is gonna be weird walking into that wrestling room, not having them there. But hopefully, they continue wrestling. 3 of the 4 want to, so we'll see how it goes. Hey, any last minute advice for who might see you, might not, but for Freak Show, what to expect? For my first time there, maybe the audience might be going and
expect a long wait. Expect maybe 1, maybe 2 matches the first day. Expect to wait all the second day, and then get pushed into the last couple hours on the second day. It's happened the last 2 years for my girls. This is what it is. So,
yeah, weigh-ins. Don't pay extra to early weigh-ins. That's a ripoff.
Okay.
$50 extra to weigh in Fast Pass to get like a 4-hour head start. Let's see what else. Are you staying at the venue or not?
No. I got a resort down near the airport, man. Hell yeah, man. They got a lazy river at this place. They got a spa, sauna.
You got a timeshare, huh?
Yeah, timeshare, baby. So the girls are gonna have their own suite.
Parking is free, so don't have to worry about that.
I'll be there with an apron on, $10.
Get there a little early. That would be awesome. That'd be such a good moneymaker. Stand there and charge for parking for like half an hour.
If they're paying $50 to weigh in early, they'll pay $20 to park.
Oh, that's a good idea. It's fundraiser. That's a fundraiser idea. We'll put that on the list.
It'll say donation. It'll say donation on it. See,
and then you just point to the parking lot.
Yeah. Just point anywhere right there.
Yeah.
For that much money, I would make wristbands and be like, dude, here, this is Fast Pass to get around the line. So you're good. And then by the time they come back, you got.
That's cold-blooded.
There's some terrible, terrible people out there, that's for sure. But yeah, that's what I would expect.
So get there super early.
And stay super late.
Have you already registered?
Yeah.
Okay, because it does sell out, and when they get to a certain number, they stop no matter what.
And then when you get there, they reopen it and they charge even more, and people pay.
Oh, and make sure that you have headgear, because the first couple rounds they make headgear mandatory till they till the vendors sell all the headgear out, and then they make it not mandatory anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not joking.
No. Take
True
extra
story.
headgear. Take extra headgear. I'm telling you right now. Take extra headgear. You'll make money.
Fundraiser donation.
Just telling you, hang some extra headgear off your thing. You're a coach. It could be all your kids. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Telling you right now, you'll make extra money. So
yeah, we're taking off. We're taking off Thursday, right after school. Get there Thursday night. Go to the weigh-ins. Let them enjoy the resort, and then get busy.
Sweet.
Nice.
Alrighty, fellas.
Thanks, guys, man.
Maybe we'll do a little. Well, I'll do the draft for sure.
You're doing live what? Instagram or Facebook, right?
Yeah, I'll do Facebook Live, or I'll hit you guys up if you guys have time. Maybe we'll do a podcast from there. So I'll try to grab some coaches from different places. Maybe they want to join us. Get on the board. Talk girls wrestling with some other people from other states. If you guys are down.
Yeah,
that'd be great.
Sweet. Alrighty, fellas. Well, thank you everybody for jumping in on this last second podcast. Just kind of throwing it out there so we can get something out to everybody. And again, thank you to everybody who helped yesterday. It was super, super, super important that we got that done. So anyhow, see you guys on the next episode. Have a good night.